Welcome to my series Aatmanirbhar Bharat and You. We keep talking about how rich our culture is and how much pride we take in it. Well, it is time to put our money where our mouth is. Our local arts and crafts need our support now more than ever before. Let's go vocal for local. Hi, I'm Raina Singhwi Jain, author of the book The Golden Bird 2.0 Resurgence of India. Join me as I break this down for you in simple steps so you can not just be a spectator but an integral part of the growth story of your country. Vocal for local, the mantra of 2020 and beyond. Are you vocal for local as yet? From textile to talent, there is no dearth of creative potential in our country. One simply has to know where to look. Just as the most sophisticated mastery of weaving techniques are often seen in India's remote villages, West Bengal's creative geniuses, the pandal makers, can match up against the best set designers in the world and come out on top. Our heritage of textiles and craft culture are rich. We are the largest producer of jute and contribute 14% of the world's total production of textiles. India is also the second largest exporter of textiles, with the Indian textile industry being slated to reach $141 billion by 2021. Moreover, by 2022, the apparel market is said to be worth almost $59.3 billion and will make India the sixth largest in the world. The government, for instance, is going to great lengths to preserve and promote the artistry and artisanal heritage of our textile traditions. Amongst these initiatives, Project Shaw involves collaboration with 16 leading fashion retail outlets in the country, connecting them with the sustainable procurement of fabric from rural weavers. 10 villages that are hubs for this artisanal activity have been identified and are being organized for tourism, both to boost these village economies and to ensure that our youth can experience and cultivate an appreciation for the value of Indian heritage. The Save the Weave campaign run by Sadhguru has many parallels to this initiative. Here are a few ways for you to get vocal for local. Make for India and make for the world. With respect to trade, the stark truth is that no country can be entirely self-reliant, largely due to the selective geological presence of resources. To take an example, India is the second largest mobile phone manufacturer in the world after China today. However, it depends on other countries, mainly the US and China, for key components to assemble the final product. It cannot complete production without them. In fact, despite being the dominant force in this market, even China cannot claim to be fully self-reliant in the mobile phones or the wider cellular hardware category. Having said this, we must understand that expanding the production of key components and reducing dependency on other countries for raw materials and packing material will define the metrics of how well we have done with the Vocal for Local campaign. Financial implications can alter the trajectory towards a self-reliant India. All our decisions are pretty much derived from financial implications. If something is not feasible financially, how much ever we want to, it becomes a difficult decision to make. If I'm importing something from China, which is at half the price of what I would get in India, my inclination would still be to buy from China because this directly impacts my bottom line. And sometimes the volume of business can be so much that it can impact the very existence of a business. So what should one do in such a case? Getting vocal for local is a process and it cannot be achieved overnight. In such a situation, it's the best to break down all components and derive what percentage of dependency we have as a business on an external country. It may not be possible to become 100% self-reliant. However, if there are components that can be sourced in India, then that space must be explored. For those businesses that have the bandwidth to do backward integration, this must be explored as well. Go big in the gifting space with Made in India products. Gifting as an industry is valued at approximately $120 million in India. We are a country that celebrates so many festivals, and gifting as a category is growing year after year. When we look for gifts, which is mostly online these days, we look for good-looking products and something that is value for money. When we find something imported that meets this criteria, we feel it's a bonus, as the perceived value is now set to increase multifold. This mindset needs to change. If we can take a conscious call to promote Indian-made products and gift those, we can create the right ecosystem for a campaign like this to thrive. Vocal for local is not limited to products. Promote local tourism. We often think that vocal for local is limited to promotion and consumption of the locally made produce. What this also entails is the promotion of local tourism. India has so many breathtaking destinations that even we as Indians are not aware of. The excitement that we show in traveling to another country is great, but if we can show some love to our own, we can boost tourism. It's all about you. Say it loud and say it proud. The onus truly lies with you to make this campaign a success. The culture that we instill into our children and the youth of this country will go a long way to transform India. To further this conversation, drop in your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. If you would like to participate and engage with the Aatmanirbhar Bharat and You movement, do like, share and subscribe. If you would like to know more, do grab a copy of my book, The Golden Bird 2.0 Resurgence of India on Amazon.in.